Afternoon, everyone. Oh, it's gone Maze now, isn't it? It's gone Maze. How we doing? let's swap them. Let's swap them. There we are. So, how we all doing? Controversy. He's pulled a Mega Drive out of the box. Well, I did say I had some different stuff, so you know, I like the Mega Drive. I had one. It must have been early 90s. I looked up the date of Sonic the Hedgehog, and that's 1991, I believe. So that was released when the Mega Drive came out. In fact, I think that was like their sort of best game. I think, well, it still is. I mean, it's my favourite game. I think Aston's saying it's his favourite there as well. But I think we had Graham, Mr. Video Monkey, in first. And I did put a note in there, only 6 more sleeps to Christmas, look. Colin's in, Cymap. Timothy, Rolf, wasn't expecting it. Michael Hyde, Matambale, Dave, aka Stu, alright mate. Aston. Yeah, I mean, we did have a few different ones. I mean, they were quite expensive back in the day, so it wasn't something that we just went out and bought like one a week or something like that. It was a special occasion to buy another Mega Drive game back then. I think we had Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is the one I remember, and we also had Superman as well, I think. And obviously we had Sonic 1. I think we had Sonic 2 and Sonic and Knuckles, maybe, I think. Afternoon, Rob. Multi Towers. Rob Tiveridge, Multi Towers. I'm Multi. Afternoon, Nick. Virtua Racing. I don't remember that one, Aston. Afternoon, Doug. Great console, the Mega Drive. Yeah, Dave, it was a classic, wasn't it? I mean, if you were brought up in the 90s, you had a Mega Drive, pretty much. That was the in thing. I'm hoping not to be repairing it, Harvey. I've got to go out in a bit. So I'm hoping it's just going to work. I'm going to sit here for an hour playing Sonic the Hedgehog. Hi, Mike. Sonic stream tonight. Yeah. Video Monkey. Afternoon, Daniel. Half an hour left at work. No worries. Carther. How you doing, mate? Sega does what Nintendo don't. Hi, David. A lot warmer. Yeah, it is a lot warmer today, isn't it? Hi, Benji. What we're looking at looks like the lid of a wood stove. It's not. It's a Christmas scene, Benji. That's Father Christmas. Look, that's the goat. That's a tree, and that's a lovely snow scene over there. I can't unless you've got something else on your screen. Cymap. 91, 92 would be about right. Yeah, you. Video Monkey. Game Gear was an early one, 1990. Mac Fiction, how are you? Brett, you there? Just doing an online horticulture? Horticulture what, Brett? Afternoon, Mark J. Of course, got you now. Barry Charlie, I Barry Spanky. Off to work now. Oh, off work now, so can finally watch some streams. Oh, good one, mate. What? In hospital because your daughter was admitted via A&E, so might be a rubbish Christmas if she's not out by Friday. Flipping heck. Simon. She hasn't got this strep, whatever it is, going round, has she? Because my grandson's gone down with that. He was in hospital last night till midnight. Hi, AD. Cymap. Afterburner on the Sega Mega CD. I never had a Mega CD, Cymap. Maybe I can break it. I might well break it, Harvey. Oh, the slide, Benji, you mean? The slide, okay. Yeah, it does look a bit like a... Why doesn't it look like a... No, I don't know. I don't know what you're seeing, Benji. Maybe it's my rubbish photography. The lid of a wood stove. It could, I suppose it could be if you had one of the old, like, potbelly ones where the screw bit's on top for access. You put your kettle in. So yes, we're going to have a look at that in a minute, but we've got to go over and see Mr. Penguin, if he's there. Are you there, Mr. Penguin? He's looking a bit drunk, actually. I think he might have been on the pop yesterday. I can't even see where number 19 is. Have you hit number 19, Penguin? Get out of it. Let's go over and see him. Because he's been waiting patiently. He's got his circuit board he's been working on today. Look, beside him. And he's got that beside him. Penguin, how you doing, mate? Hey, Penguin. Here he is. He's going to need some more batteries up his bum soon. He's signing up for some. Right, let's go see if we can find 19. Oh, I was in front of it, look. Well, wouldn't you know it? So try not to knock everything over here. Number 19. Wow. What have we got? Quartz cracker. Ooh. Quartz cracker. Never heard of that one before. Nice, Penguin. Sort of. Yeah. Now the sad thing about quartz cracker is that I can't drink it tonight because I've got to drive. So though it's only one bottle, although it's just the one bottle, it could be that one too many, couldn't it? So this one is going to go down my neck either later this evening when I get back, or more likely it'll go down tomorrow with tomorrow's beer. So who is this by then? Staffordshire. Quartz Brewery. Oh, it says Archers. quartzbrewing.co.uk. Quartz cracker, 5%. Nice label again. A real dark ale. Brewed by an independent microbrewery using the finest malt and hops. So it's dark ruby, smoky and chocolate smelling, and full-bodied roasted coffee taste. It's not gonna. It's gonna taste of beer. It ain't gonna taste of coffee. So there we are. That's my advent calendar beer number 19 from Mrs. Cruncher. I have a cup of tea. I've got even better than that. I've got my glass of water in a Guinness glass. The Welsh Guinness. Welsh. I must have tried the accent. There you go. So cheers, everybody. So yeah, there we are. Quartz cracker. That one's being saved with the other beer that I didn't drink yesterday. I had some Ruddles Best Country Ale, which I never drunk. So they can go together. I'm going to get hammered tomorrow, aren't I? Advent calendar then. Second one. We've got our radio advent calendar. And we are looking at number 19, which I can't get in because I've got so much stuff on the bench here, over here. Oh, stoved it in again, look. Ah, an IC. Could this be amplification? Is this a major rewire job? Could we have an audio amp here? It looks like something like an LM386 or something like that. Let's get the book of words out and see what it says. Pepperidge, how you doing, mate? Booze shopping done. Got some of that Guinness coffee brew stuff. Never heard of that, Pepperidge. Hi, Jess. Let me catch up. I think I've got everything. Penguin's looking good, yeah. He's still got his batteries in him. Afternoon, Anthony. No, 19. Oh, yeah. No, 19, yeah. Sipping coffee as I mentioned the batteries in Penguin. No problem at Tumbley. Happy to please. So let's have a look what number 19 is then. In this we haven't got much to go, have we? Okay. Yeah, we've got a bit of rewiring to do by the looks of it. So now, up until now, the volume has been quite low. This will now change with the integrated amplifier LM386. There you go. So there was a 386. Pay attention to the correct mounting direction. So when the radio chip operates at 3 volt, the amplifier is directly supplied with 9 volt battery caution. As a precaution, detach the battery clip during installation of the IC. Connect it to the output module via the 100 NF coupling capacitor and the 220 ohm resistor. The resistor reduces the maximum volume. At this point, you can also try out the 47K resistor. While it increases the volume, there may be some clipping at full volume. Okay, now this is going to be quite complex. I'm going to have to get me head on right for this. Mike, how you doing, mate? I'd love one of those. Yes, I'm there, Mike. I'm finishing at 6:30, hopefully. So. That'll give me time to get me makeup on and get dressed and then on my way. So I will be there, mate, later. It's been a manic day. It's been a manic day today, trying to get everything done. So let's have a look then. We have got a bit of a rat's nest here. So it's round that way. So this chip has got to go in. That one's coming out of there. It looks like we're going to need our other ones, and I think I've managed to drop those on the floor, which is quite useful. That you just see if I can find the other ones a minute. Resistors, that is. I don't hold up much hope. I really need to get some time to get in here and clear it up, but I don't have time. I don't have time, it's manic. Live stream a day is not for the faint-hearted, I can tell you. But, you know. No, I can't find it. So I'm going to have to find me some more resistors. Oh, hang on. No, that might be them there. This might be them there. Oh. He says as he drops one. Right. Yeah, this looks like them. Let's see if this chip does alter the sound then. So we've got yellow, purple and orange, which is the one they want to stick in H up to there. So this is going in here. So it looks like a speaker's changing as well. Oh, so it's a complete rewire. This could take most of the stream doing this. Well, this has got to be facing that way. Going in one from the end. Like that. Let's get it a bit more central. I don't have one, Jess, an air fryer, but I would very much like one. We've been doing a bit of shopping for them, but we haven't got around to buying one yet. Rob Cross, how you doing, Rob? Rob Cross, he is a member, and the competition is on for members and patrons to guess how many components are in this jar here. It is now full to the brim. So that's posted on Patreon and on the channel members post. So let me see, which one was I doing then? So I was going to put this one in here. So that goes into H. And from H it goes into C. Third one in. And this wire's not there anymore. This major movement here. That one's not there anymore. Ah, we've got to put our capacitor back in there. What the hell have I done with that one? What was that? That was 100, wasn't it? 100 microfarad. Let's chuck another one in. I think I pulled 100 out originally, didn't I, from my stash here. So the 100's going back in, with the positive to the left. Just cut them off level. There. So I put the speaker in last. We've got that resistor up there. Still in the same place. Got this one now has moved. Two out. Two. Link's still in there, and the second one goes there. Where's the other one go? Second one down there. This is getting complex, people. Positive. That's in the same place. So is negative, I believe. Little link there, that one's still staying. Link across there, link there, they're still staying. Got that one. Okay, so we've got to put another, we've got to move this link here now. No, we haven't. I'm getting confused now. So confused, me LED's popped out as well. Let's put this here, and I can tell then. David, how are you? 197. You've got to be in it to win it, Mike. You've got to be a member or a Patreon, a channel member or a Patreon. So let's see what I did with that one. So that one's got to go in on the L. Which is there. It's got to go across that wire to one above that resistor there. Okay. the link there, link. That one there goes up there, that one there comes down there. We've got to put another link in, okay. So we've got to put one in from there. This is going to be the power supply for the IC, I expect. Yeah, that goes to the second pin underneath that resistor. Okay, so the speaker goes in C. It's complex. And the negative goes in there. Which I can't quite get to because it's a bit tight. It's all getting a bit tight in here now. Right, is that everything? So I've got that wire, that wire. Got my capacitor, got my resistor there. Resistor there, resistor there. Electrolytic. Voltage regulator, they're the same. Okay, positive in there. Negative in there. I think we're there. Okay, let's have a look then. Let's give it a try. So we should now have if I can find the battery. What did I do with the battery? We used the battery yesterday for something, didn't we? I can't remember what that was now. What did we use the battery for yesterday? Or it might have been the day before even. Afternoon, Les. Let's just get another one for now. So let's connect her up. We made a pop. Let's see if we can scan. Okay, what are we doing wrong? What is not connected? Aerials in, LEDs working. This doesn't appear to be getting a signal from anywhere, this capacitor in the corner. That should be lined up with the, oh it is, yeah, it's lined up with a lag. Oh, hang on, we've got a link. We need another link. We need another link. We need one more link from that resistor across to the second pin of that. Ah, sneaky. Let's pinch a bit off this one then. Sneaky. Hi Derek, how are you? I used the battery. No, it was a PP3, Jess. Penguin's he got 3 AA's in him. Let's put that back in. That's the aerial. so we don't get confused. Right, this is my other bit of wire. Hopefully I've cut that long enough. Well, that's got to go second pin, 2 holes down. And that goes across and in on the base of that resistor. Right, let's try again.
Got a win.
Whoa! That is louder.
Affirmative. Transmission accomplished. Target acquired. Have yourself.
It is a lot louder.
That's what leads to reductions in deterministic and reductionist thinking about genes.
Mendel wasn't wrong, but the way we teach genetics is ultra simplified to the point where it nurtures
So volume up and down works.
that was essential for the eugenic state of mind, that it is biology that determines how you are, who you are, and not culture, not your environment, when in actual fact it is both.
Well, that's getting trickier, but
Nature versus
she's a worker. She's a worker. So let's pop that back down there. Let's put that into its bed. And then we're going to get tonight's victim out. So yeah, coming on very nicely that. That's safely somewhere now. I haven't got any space to put anything now, because everything I've done for the last 19 days is still in here. Oh dear. Right, let's just catch up with the chat. I think I said evening to David. Where do you guess? You've got to look on Patreon and on the membership page, Rob. I just said that. Yeah, okay, I think we're up with it. So that's the radio done. So let's get myself some space here. I'm going to need to move a few things around because unfortunately Father Christmas's lovely fireplace is not going to fit. The goat might just stay up on top. So where are you going to go, Father Christmas? You're going to have to go down there, look. You're going to have to go and see Penguin. Let's see Penguin, there he is. There you are, Penguin, look after Father Christmas for a minute. Let's zoom out a bit then. And let's see if I can find it, because I've just buried it looking for those resistors now. There it is. Top of a wood burner, apparently, according to Benji. Got some weird wood burners up there. So who had a Mega Drive then? Come on, own up. Aston said he did. No, I say I was always into sort of gaming back in the day. So I usually had whatever was coming out if I could afford it. Even if I couldn't afford it, I'd still have it, really. So the Mega Drive was the first console I had, I believe. I think I had this before the PlayStation 1. I can't remember when the PlayStation 1 came out. You like the cut-in, Matt? Thank you, Benji. So it's a 16-bit. Now, I really do not know if this thing works. I literally do not know. I've got the receipt or the invoice that they put in with it. So this is the invoice. So I paid 58 quid for this, which seems a lot actually for one of these, because you can get them a lot cheaper than that. But this one had all of the bits that go with it. Well, pretty much all of them. So I've got the original Mega Drive manual, although it's only about 8 pages. All the rest is foreign. But I have got it. And I've got a mass of cables and wires. I've also got the original Sega adapter. So that's why I paid a little bit more. I mean, you can pick these up for about a tenner if you're lucky. But as I say, you won't get anything. You won't get any controllers. You won't get the power thing. You won't get nothing with it really. It's just a bog basic thing for a tenner. If you've got the other parts, or you need a spare set, which I may well do, because I say I don't know if this works yet. So I'm going to plug it in down there. I'm going to plug it in here. Adapter. That's the power. So I've got the RF cable. I've not got an AV cable for this. It's got how many pins is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8-pin DIN in the back. So it's got an 8-pin DIN in the back here for AV out to connect to RGB or a composite video, so you can use it on a different type of telly. So I'm going to put it into the RF out because in the background I've got my old telly plugged in. My old Goodman's CRT telly I used to have in the caravan. Theo. Mega Drive was 88, PS1 was 94. Oh, cheers, Russie. And welcome, mate. James Pond was one of your favourites, Stu, was it? Dave Stew. Stew Dave. You have one, Carther, do you? Oh, excellent. I've wanted one for a while. But I say I bought this back in August, and I literally haven't had it out of the box until yesterday when I let Mrs. Cruncher have the box for something else. Right. Also bundled in with it was 2 controllers. So we've got 2 controllers as well. Let's get down a little bit. Yeah, so 2 controllers as well. Again, not a clue if they work, but got to have one plugged in to port 1. So let's do this one because it's unwrapped. Games. Well, it didn't come with any games. It didn't come with any games. So I splashed out. And I bought. Yes. You can't have a Mega Drive and not have Sonic the Hedgehog, the original. So I bought that one. And I bought Sonic the Hedgehog 2, I believe that is, yeah. Sonic the Hedgehog 2. And incidentally, there's a label on the back there that says £3, look. It's like a CEX label. So anyway, that was £3. Well, I paid different than that. And the other one I've got, and I've never been into these games really, and I've never had this one. And that's Premier Manager. Never had that game before. Never tried it. So all 3 of those games I got for a tenner. So I think that was a pretty good deal, really. I think he had them for sale for like £13, £14. I offered him a tenner and he accepted it. So there you go. Okay. No knobs, George, for you. There's a later model without the volume, yes, a Mega Drive 2, I think. It was a bit squarer, the Mega Drive 2, and a bit skinnier, wasn't it? Carther's saying, had one when you were young. Like a year ago, I bought it to get back some nostalgia. That's why we all buy this stuff, isn't it, really, Carther? So yeah, Frenda, when you played Sonic and a motorbike racing game, wasn't Hang On, was it? Okay, PlayStation 1 more in line with the Mega Drive 2. Do you know the cheat for Sonic the Hedgehog? I don't. I did back in the day. You could go to any level, I think, couldn't you, Stu? Have you still got one, Stu, or not? Ice Cap Zone. So Nintendo played catch up with Super Nintendo, yeah. We went with Mega Drive. So we've got to put a cartridge. I haven't even opened this to see if there's a cartridge in there. That's a point. I could have been seen right off, couldn't I? Ah, we've even got the manual up. Oh, Sonic instruction manual. I mean, I've got Sonic on other things. I've got it on my iPad. I've got it on my Raspberry Pi retro gamey thingy. Again, these are sold as seen, unknown whether they work or not. So I haven't got a known working cartridge. So let's do the do and plug it in. All the traces look okay. Right, fire in the hole. I tell you what I have got to do. I've got to tune the telly to it. So this is always fun. Get the old CRT turned on. Toys for boys. On home screen, push up, down, left, right, ABC. It sounds like a dance thing. Yeah, you've got to get that one out, George, and let us have a look. The Atari, that is. No, all I'd done was chucked it in a box and sent it George's way. Right. Power on. We've got a light. Volume. But we won't know what it is until we do a search. Is it going to come up? Is it VHF or UHF? I don't know. It looks like there's something there. Oh, no, yes, no. Oh. Are we going to have anything? Oh, yes. Yay! It's a worker. There he is. That's just headphone volume, that, isn't it? I can't believe it works. This is just demo mode at the moment. Let's get you over. Now, I haven't got an AV lead, so I couldn't plug it into the stream. So you're going to get lots of lines and everything on it where the camera tries to catch up with the sync. I wonder if the webcam has got a different sync on it. It's actually a really good picture. And I'm only connected up with the AV cable. Oh, the webcam's even worse. No, webcam's worse. That brings back some memories, doesn't it? Let's see if I can get it a bit better without knocking my water over. So I suppose we better see if the controller works. Turn it off and on again so it says Sega. I think I've just got to push the start button, am I? I've just got to push the start button, I believe. I can't remember which button does what now. Yeah, it says 1991 down in the corner. Yeah, it is on the Raspberry Pi, Les. Right, this one isn't working. Seems to be doing it on its own. Let's try a reset. So either that or the pad's not working at all. Let's try that again. Yeah, that's definitely me pushing it now. Jump. Okay, well our buttons aren't working. Yeah, we can't jump. We can't jump. There is no jump in the jump. There is a no jumping situation going on. So should be able to jump by pushing. I can't remember if it's A, B, or C now. So this looks like we've got a dodgy controller. Let's just try the other one. So either a dodgy controller or a dodgy port. Let's try the other joystick. You need the Retro Tink. I know you can get a cartridge that's got loads and loads of games on it, can't you, for it? But as I say, I've only literally just pulled this out of the box, Brett, so I haven't really done any research or tried to get any other bits for it yet. Let's turn it back on again, see if this one works. These are all a bit musty. And they said musky then. Musty. So let's push the start button. So this one's not working either. We got, if I go left, it goes left. It won't come back. Oh, this one jumps though. We got a jumper. Okay, so both of these controllers are knackered. Let me just try it in the other port. I don't know if it'll work in the other port. Let's put this one in the other port. So we've got to fix something. I knew there'd be something, Harvey. No, I don't think that that port works unless it's a two-player game, does it? No. Yeah, I think that port's only enabled with two-player games, so we need to get these controllers apart, don't we? So there we go. We've got something to do. These controllers are manky. They need a damn good clean, that's for sure. Clean the cart and slot. These new rubber contacts, at least they sell them. I think it's just carbon pads with copper tracks on the PCB on these, isn't it? Let's get one apart and have a look. I did have a spare cup somewhere for these screws. So the actual console seems to work, but I mean, Spanky's saying to clean the cart and the slot. Yeah, we'll have a go at that in a minute, maybe, if we got time, Simon. Got to put the girls to bed, but I should be able to do that after the stream. Okay. Again, I've never took one of these apart before, but I was just going to say there isn't any contacts, but I'm on the wrong side of the board. Dear, oh dear, Graham. Right, let's pop this out. Oh yeah, I can see why that doesn't work. Flipping out, that's manky in there. That's rank. Well, this has had some love, this one has. Yeah. I don't know if you can see those contacts, but they are absolutely filthy. Let's get you in. Let's get you in so you can see all the nastiness. I mean, that's got to be why they're not working, surely. I mean, this is the pads on the board. They're pretty ropey as well. We've got this one here as well, which is, again, looking a bit nice, a bit tasty. So we've got to clean up this board, and we've got to clean all the pads. Pizza full of sweaty teenagers, Johnny. I don't expect this has ever been done. I don't expect anybody's ever been in this one. Doesn't look like it anyway. So I'm just going to use a bit of isopropyl and give the carbon contacts a gentle clean. I don't want to wipe all the carbon off of them. Can you put carbon contacts in an ultrasonic, or will that knock the carbon off of them? I'll tell you what, even that hasn't cleaned them up really. Let's take that out of the way a minute. Yeah, even that hasn't cleaned them up. Nice radio kit. What are you up to, Rob? What are you up to? Bit early for you, probably. It's a bit early for most people, I think. It's going to be even earlier on Thursday. I think Thursday could be a lunchtime stream. Oh, this is nasty. This is nasty. They're fairly pitted, the carbon on here, so they've had a fair bit of wear, I think. That one looks alright. I'm not going to give it a full clean up today. I'm going to pull it all apart and stick it in the ultrasonic if it'll fit. I've only got one of them little cheap ones. I haven't got a big fancy one. I expect George has got a mental one. Or I know he has actually. And Mr. Cody's as well has got a big ultrasonic cleaner. Let's see if I can just clean the board here, or whether I need to get the fiberglass brush on it. There's a bit of corrosion on the board here. So it looks like the direction buttons are fine, but there's some corrosion on these. Especially this one. Let's just see if we've got some continuity on some of these a minute. Let's have a look. So I'm just going to stick it on beeper mode, because we have got a bit of corrosion on the board here, so there should be a connection between there is, there and there, yeah, there, and yeah, there and there, yeah, okay. Yeah, looks like I'm going to have to go over this board, scrape the muck off and put some soda mask on it. How are these looking? I've got some conductive paint that I can paint back on these if they aren't behaving very well. Let's find my fiberglass brush, which is always the one that you pick up last. Steel, eh? What's going on here? Where's my fiberglass brush gone? There we are. Theo, towards the mince pie fund. We've got to go do our Christmas food shopping tomorrow. I'm not looking forward to that really, but it's got to be done. Thank you very much, Theo. I have got some graphite spray. I just want to polish these up a little bit. It's come up nice. Yes, these are certainly oxidised, or well, I don't know, just gold oxidised? I take it as gold. Gold-plated contacts. I did look at buying a Mega Drive without joy pads and then adding them, but that was a lot more expensive than buying one all-in-one. Okay. I'm going to give them a wipe over with some isopropyl, And then we're going to put it back together, see if it works now. Chipmunk, how are you? Yeah, apologies, mate, but I'm going out tonight, Chipmunk, so I got my the local radio club's Christmas party tonight. So that's why it's early. So on Thursday, my brother and sister-in-law are coming over for the afternoon evening, so I won't be able to do a live stream in the evening on Thursday. So I've either got to put out a premiere video for you, or do a live stream earlier in the day, and you'll just have to catch up with it later on. Not ideal, but say it is Christmas, and we haven't seen brother and sister-in-law for a while. AKA Trev, Geekology channel. Okay, so that's that. Oh, hang on, we've got to do these. We've got to do the old dice. Thank you, Rob, for a wonderful turkey on Christmas Day dinner. Yes, turkey. Well, we're lucky. We picked up our turkey about a week ago in the shopping. So we tried to sort of spread the cost of it, really, by just picking up a little bit at a time. So we've got turkey, we've got ham, we've got some biscuits and other bits and pieces, but we've left the main shop until tomorrow, which hopefully we're the only ones that are going out tomorrow to do Christmas shopping. Can't see that somehow, but... Now this is going to be tricky to get back in, isn't it? Because it was sort of like stuck on there. Oh, that's a bit gross on that side as well. I need to get that off as well. Oh dear. Yeah, this has definitely got to go in the ultrasonic. I don't know whether I can say I can put the carbon pads in there or not, but everything else is going to go in there. Yuck. Yuckaroony. Right, I've just had that on the bench the wrong way up, so I've got to clean those again. You're working in a nursing home tomorrow. Towards my Panettone fund. Who's that? Spanky! Panettone, yeah. That is on the list, but I might just be getting a baby one. I don't really want to pay £7 for Panettone. Fixing the remote by supergluing a piece of aluminium foil to the button. Ah. Sacrificial test subject. What's that, Simap? You pulled Bronze Age gold out of the ground. Still gold, never tarnishes. Unfortunately, the museum acquired it. Well, that was good. Were you doing metal detecting, Simap, or did you just literally dig it up by chance? So I wonder how that sits in there. It must go... Oh, he's done it again. He's only dropped it again. Let me just have a look, see how that sits in there. So it goes like that. So it just sits across those two, so I should be able to rest that on there. There's lots of other nastiness in here. But as I say, I'm going to have to give it a damn good clean. So let's see if that's done it. So then we'll do the other one. If not, we'll pull this one apart again and mess about with it. Some more. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that I got rid of my Mega Drive when I got a PS1 or PlayStation 1 as it was back then. Still got a PlayStation 1 somewhere. I've got them all apart from the PlayStation 5. I've got PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4. I haven't got PlayStation 5 because they're still crazy money, unfortunately. I would like to play a PlayStation 5. Just to see what it's like. The graphics are supposed to be mental on it. I've seen some online pictures of people playing them and they are really good. Yeah, I used to do a lot of metal detecting some years back. Yeah, my dad sort of got into it, but I don't know. I think it's died a death with Dad. I think he's a bit like me. He gets a hobby and then he goes mad, does loads and loads of research on it, gets the best possible kit he can possibly get for it, and then gets bored with that, moves on to something else. But a lot of stuff you can just pick up and put down, can't you? I've got loads of different hobbies and interests that I occasionally revive. Right. Let's see if that's done the job then. Actually, it would be worth giving that a bit of a squirt, wouldn't it? Won't bother at this stage, but contacts look okay. Right, on again. You've got to remember that, haven't you? I think I've got to push. The start button's a bit funky. So he goes left, so he goes right, goes left, he looks up, oh, he does a spin thing. Does he jump? Yes, he jumps! Ah, missed it. Whoa! Watch your spikies. Ah! Oh! Okay. That one's working now. Just a bit funky. Cool, it's really stiff. So that was okay. So we've got to get this other one done. let's take this one apart, see what this one is like. So this one's, I think this one's even worse. Phil, how you doing? GT Jeff? Colleague has a PS5 graphics at full HD. I think it's sort of, I mean the PS3 was Blu-ray, wasn't it? She won a PS5 in a Twitch competition. Christ, that was a good thing, wasn't it? David sat on his satellite remote. No. It's catching up. Love a PlayStation 2. Wish you still had it. Never owned a console except for a Binatone Atari 2600 knockoff in the 70s. How you doing, Phil? You got back into cycling. Got a 1980s push bike which I got back on the road, just doing a 70s bike. And then a late 60s bike. That's why we haven't seen much of you, Spanky, innit? You've been cycling. Let's get this one apart then. Same thing really. So the Sonic 2, could you play that 2-player? I can't remember, I've got to try the other 2 games yet. Must keep an eye on the time as well. 5:30, so we've got a bit of time left yet. What sort of bikes, though, Simon? Are they sort of racing bikes? Are they BMX? Are they? If you've got sort of 70s, have you got a grifter and a chopper? They were the ones to get, weren't they? Right, let's take this apart and see what we got in here. See if there's some other funky stuff going on. Ooh, yeah, same. It's been well loved, that's for sure. It's been well loved, that's for sure. So we've got the same. We've got really dirty contacts. That one's not too bad. The board, same. The gold is just a little bit dull, so I'm going to give those a polish up with the brush. We'll just make sure there's not as much corrosion on this one though. But you can see the corrosion sort of come in. Can you see? Yeah, you see a little dark mark there. So I'm going to have to scrape all of that off and put some new solder mask on it. There's quite a few bits. You can see sort of some here, a bit there, a bit here. We'll get the camera right, yeah. So you can see the dark bits are actual corrosion. So that's all we're going to need scraping off. Right, let's get cleaning then. So this one just went one direction. It wouldn't do. It would only go left. It wouldn't go right. But this one was jumping. I can see why, because that last pad there is the cleanest one, and that is C, which jumps. KFC in this one. You can't remember a 2-player. There must have been, because they got 2 joystick ports. I don't know though. So I'm just contact cleaning really, that's all. I will be quite pleased though if I've got a fully working Mega Drive and 2 fully working joysticks or controllers. What do you call them? Controllers? Joypads? That one doesn't look like it's got a lot of carbon left on it. As I say, I have got either some spray or some paint. Let's let that dry and I'll stick some more on it. Fill tube had a grifter and a chopper, could never work out how the gears changed. I don't think I had either of those. That would have been back in the 70s, and we were sort of moving around quite a lot back then. In fact, I think we lived down in Plymouth in the 70s actually. There you go, Aston. We lived in Crown Hill, I think, and Woodford. Right, let's clean them. Let's just go over these with the fiberglass pen again, just to shine them up a bit. So we have got a bit dull. It's maybe just some fluid's been spilt on them. Someone spilt their drink in it maybe, or maybe just the dust has settled on there and been compressed in by the buttons. It's certainly come up a lot shinier with the fiberglass pencil, that's for sure. Right, see if that's sorted the situation out. Again, these are pretty grubby. Well, more than pretty grubby, they're very grubby. Dids, good evening. Still got your V-Reg Mondeo with less than 100,000 on the mark, on the clock, soon to be a classic. Which one have you got? Mondeo. See, Mondeo doesn't seem that old. Did Mondeo come out before or after the Sierra? I never had a Sierra. I went for a... Well, I was going to buy one. I was going to buy an XR 4x4. I went for a test drive in it down in Cornwall, actually. And it was shocking. It was really bad. It was all over the place. It just wasn't stable at all. So I said, I'll have it if you can fix it. And they took it down the local Ford place, and the four-wheel drive system was up the chute, so I never did get it. I can't remember what I ended up getting. I think that was when I got the SRI. Was it SRI 130 Cavalier? You still got your 1992 Fiat Panda. Strip it all off and solder it on Vero board. What's that? After this, it was after the Sierra, was it? Three gears. Sturmy Archer. Sturmy Archer, Spanky. That's the one on it. Sturmy Archer. Yeah, I remember going up to the motor show when they launched the Sierra. I think that's when I got done for speeding on the way back. Right, that's number 2. Have we got a full house? Does this one now work? Someone's coloured in the S, look. Nice pink colour. God dear. I don't know if that'll come off with isopropyl or whether that'll take the S completely off. That will come off. Still can see a little tiny shade of pink on there, but it's mostly come off. Right, let's see if this works now then. A Mondeo Z-Tech. Okay, so let's push start and see if this thing works now. You can guess what I'm going to be doing when I get back later, can't you? I should be playing Sonic on here. It's a totally different experience. Hello, is it not resetting properly, or have I got to push the reset button? Right. So forward? No, this one's not working at all. Goes back, jumps. But left, right, up works, down goes left, left goes left. So we've got an issue with this one. Let's do a reset and just try it again, just in case. Nothing, Benji, apart from me cleaning controllers or game pads, control pad. So if I push left, it looks up. If I push up, it sort of looks up but tries to go left as well. Push down, it goes left. So it just wants to keep going left all the time. So I wonder if we've got a broken track on this one. It didn't look as corroded as the other one though. Back to the drawing board. Not missed muck. You replaced the Hunters on the little Ferguson, supposed to be 22 NF and they were 35 NF. Yeah, Hunts are horrible things. Badge Wolseley. You're watching a documentary. I had a princess. I had a princess. I had the fancy one. Was it the HL or the HL something? It was the top of the range one I had. I swapped it for a Capri, which I'd never had. But it had fold down armrests. It had all velour seats in it, tinted glass. It was a hideous thing. But, you know, I needed a car at the time. The Capri had packed up. I put another clutch in it, and the clutch was no good. And I just gave up on it and swapped it for a Princess. I swapped a 3-litre E Capri for an Austin Princess. Can you believe that? God, that is sacrilege. I should be shot for that, really. Right, so let's see if we can work out what the hell's going on with this. What's occurring with it? So we've got one good controller now and one poorly one still. It looks like the buttons, the ABC work, but the joypad side of it, the up, down, left, right, is not working. Let's get it apart again. I didn't buzz this one out, did I? Should have done, really. I don't think I ever had a Mondeo. My brother, no, that was a Scorpio. Yeah, I don't think it's an issue with the pads now. It's something to do with the tracks, I think. But it's over here. Almost looks like it's got a wear hole in the middle. Wear hole? Wear hole? Wear hole. It sounded Japanese then. A wear hole. It's got a wear hole in the middle. Can you see that? Just there. Interesting. Right, let's have a look. Let's get my eyes on. Let's see if we've got continuity between those. If not, we'll get the conductive paint out. No, we haven't. No, we haven't got continuity there. That's got to be it. Let's catch up with the chat a minute. I've been neglecting you. You had a disaster last night, Chipmunk. Your TR-102 tuning cord snapped. Oh no! I hate tuning cords. What's Rob saying? It might be connectors connected to the in the hospitized. Not with you there, Rob. Vanden Pla. Is that when you pulled Mrs. Cruncher in The Princess? No. No, I'm trying to think. That was my first wife, I think. So that's my oldest lad's mum. I think back in the Princess days, because I had after that I bought an MG Maestro. Remember those? I bought an MG Maestro from a car dealer, and that was that had some issues as well. So I'm pretty sure that's got to be connected, because that is the common for all of them by the looks of it. So let's get the old fiberglass, give that a bit of a zhoosh up. I don't know if, is the centre pad in that conductive? Because that's basically what's been pushed down onto that to cause that issue. I don't think that's a carbon contact, is it? Or is that... I don't know now. I don't know. Should I be joining that back together, or does that controller make the contact? Just looks like it's plastic. Just a pivot point, I'm sure it is. I think that's just worn away. Yeah, I'm just looking at this, wondering whether that's a carbon contact, but I don't think it is. I think it's just literally a pivot point, so that pushes down and it sort of moves from side to side. How are we doing? 6 o'clock. The only way to tell is to pull the other one apart, really, and then have a look at that one a minute. Rob has seen another break. Has he now? No, I can see lots of corrosion, but no break. I will obviously, I will ohm it out again in a minute. But I'm just going to check this one just to see if that is supposed to be connected across. So Alan says his Christmas has arrived early. He walked into a charity shop and found a nice Blaupont Derby in great condition, missing its carry handle. Tried to get one from Germany. Now I think I've seen that. Isn't that a little bit like the old Nordmend radios, Alan? Alan Reed, how are you? It looked to me that if it's not joined, then the two buttons have only connection to them. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's got to be joined, but I will check this one because this one is 100% working. Oh yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm taking the other one apart. I'm behind you here. Well, I'm in front of you actually. Yeah, so this one is definitely joined, look. This is the other controller that works. I mean, we've got a bit of corrosion there, but that's obviously a weak point, so that does need to be connected across. So I can either put a very fine bit of copper in there and etch it in. I could just solder a bridge across it. Or I could use some conductive paint. I think if I've just put paint on it, it'll rub through again. Just put this one back together a minute. God, Gotta love a bit of fault finding, haven't you? Mick. Best to link with a wire. Thing is, the pivot point will be resting on a wire then, so I don't know how that'll make the controller feel. But I'm just trying to think. It'd be better to link it with a bit of copper, really. So I think that's what I might try and do, is pop a little bit of copper in there. Maybe stick some PCB lacquer over the top of it. Bottom track where it rises up past the number 7, okay. Yeah, it's not a break, yeah, that's just a little bit of corrosion. But, you know, good call. Right, so what do we do? What do we do to this? If I put a wire across it, that means that this pivot point here is going to be resting on top of a wire. I mean, that might rip it off really quick. I'd rather have something flat across there. A solder blob might do it. Let's see if I can get any solder on it to sit on it. Let's turn the soldering iron on. Oh, hello. I've unplugged it so I could get the Mega Drive in. Try that again. Let's get rid of some of these obnoxious cleaning pads. If I could get a fairly nice blob of solder on it, if I put some silver solder on it maybe. I've got some silver solder here, so I could try a little bit of that. That might not tarnish the same as normal solder. Saying that, it doesn't matter if it tarnishes really, does it? Oh God, loads of flux. I forgot I put a new flux tip on it. It's coming out like mad now. So what have I done with my cotton buds? So I don't really want that running all over the other contacts. I can get it off with isopropyl, but let's see if I can flow a bit of solder onto that. Thomas, how are you, mate? Erect whacker. I'll use a loop. I see what you mean. Just gonna see if it'll take some solder or not. Yes, it will. If I can get a blobby. Has that just melted it away even worse? I don't think that's making contact now at all. I think it was really, really fine. Might be wrong. No. Let's have a look, see if I can find a really fine bit of wire and maybe sort of zigzag it a little bit, maybe. A zigzag. I think Alan said, Mick said, use a loop. Mr. Blobby. It is a pivot point, but it's strange that they would put that there, wouldn't they? And strange they would put that there, really, knowing that pressure is going to eat through it. A bit strange, but there you go. Let's see if I can get a little loop of wire then. See, to get it so as it's going to miss that would be difficult. Like I say, I was thinking about doing it with conductive paint, but I think if I did, it would just get worn away again in no time. So try this. Try this little bit of a loopy loop type situation. See if that'll hold. Now somewhere I had some tweezers, but I've actually tidied them away. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? Hmm? Got to be careful because the print's not very thick on this. I need to scrape away a bit more of the solder mask here and get a better joint on it. In fact, I'm going to take that off. I think that will do it, but the only thing I'm thinking is it might hold the it might hold it too far away from the board, the controller. Let's get rid of that solder. Just going to scrape it back a bit more. I suppose if I put a bigger loop in it, then I wouldn't have a problem, would I? It'll be totally clear of that thing, but then it's gonna squash on that rubber piece, though. Right, I've seriously got to find my cotton buds. There we are. It's It's not Mrs. Cruncher come home, is it? She can't be home yet. She don't finish work till 8. Sounds like a call, though. Could be the dogs. I don't know, I don't need a closed loop. I was just being efficient, Mick. Right, let's put a slightly bigger loop in it. I'm just trying to think. I could just put an arc in it, to be fair, couldn't I? I don't even need a loop. See if I can find another small one. Yeah, just put an arc in it. So it's not actually anywhere near it. Sort of like that. And that would clear it all together, I think. That looks more like it. Vauxhall Club series with a striped interior. A new old stock chopper for £20. Whoa. And my first bike, I think, was a girl's bike. I think it was a special offer or something, and at the time, as I say, we were pretty skint, so that was all we could afford. So basically you had to have what you were given, really. Right, I'm going to try and somehow cut this off in the right place. So I want to cut it about there. Like that, what do you think? Lovely or horrible? Right, let's see if I can get some solder on this. This is going to be fun, isn't it? Okay. Aye. So I think you were talking about this bit here, aren't you? Well, that's just a bit of corrosion. Like, if I scrape that away, it's just a bit of corrosion. It's not a break. We will check it. So it's from there to there. Yeah, this one. Yeah, this one. Yeah, this one. And obviously these are all connected now. Yeah, I think that might do. I don't like it particularly. I think I might stick some UV soda mask on that a minute. Let's give it a clean up. Make sure it's nice and flush to the board, which it is. So UV soda mask will help stick it down as well, so it'll make it a bit tougher. It's horrible stuff though. It's really horrible stuff. So this is it. UV soda cure mechanic. So I'm going to stick a little bit on the contact there. Actually, it's easier to put this on a bit of paper and use the tweezers to put it on. Nasty stuff. Gets everywhere, this. Gets absolutely everywhere. So I've got a little blob on my bit of paper. So I'm going to just paint that on. And I'm going to hit it with a UV light then. That should make it a bit more secure. Let's make sure I've got all the bit I've scraped off covered. Right, there we go. I've written that on the back of Roy's bit of paper. So Roy, that gave me the R600, has given me another R600 to look at. But this one, this time, doesn't work at all. No operation on all bands, plop from speaker, and that's about it. Let's put that over to one side, actually. Right, UV light. I've got two. Hopefully they're both, well, that one's someone charged up. No, has that one got battery in it? Yeah, that was not great. How many batteries is that? I'm just going to stick some new batteries in my UV light, which is this thing. I've got this one, which is much nicer. It's much more powerful, but it's a USB one, and it's run out of charge because I didn't put it on charge. It's a bit silly of me, but there you are. I will stick it on charge. Now I've remembered. We've just got to stick some new batteries in this one a minute. It looks like they're AAA's. Looks like I have replaced these once already. I don't remember doing it though. Should have been a brain surgeon. Yeah. What have I got here? Energizer rechargeables. Would they do it? Long life. Don't want to use lithium in it. What are these? Rechargeables. Let's use the rechargeables. That should give out enough light. I've only got lithium ones out, so I don't really want to use them because I use them for my little torch. Positive, negative. Can't remember which way it was now. Well, it'll either work or it won't, won't it? No, 50-50 chance, and I got it the wrong way around. Derek thinks the up and down may catch the solder. That's better. So, cover your eyes. So it's going to cure that, and the other recommended thing to do is use the desoldering station just to help it cure, just on 100 degrees. So just leave that stood on there for a bit. Let's catch up. Rally budgie. Yes, I had a budgie. I had a budgie. I'm sure I had a budgie. I think that was my first bike. I thought it was a girl's bike though. I think too far, just use a fine wire. Makes sense, a poor design and a common problem with these old controllers, yeah. Which ones have you got, Alan? Is that Mega Drive games, or have you got other games? I don't think so. I need to do it further back because it could catch a solder. Just pull a button and do a fit check over those pads. Cheers, Phil. It's caused by that center pivot rubbing against it. First bike was a Rally Commando. Oh, that's sounds a bit posh to me. Right, let's see if that's gone off. I can't see because I ain't got my eyes on. Has it gone off? It has. Well, that's really solid now. So that should do the trick. So you can see that it has gone off hard. So that's glued it down to the board. Nice job, if I say so myself. Right, let's get it back together because we've got to get a wiggle on. Got to get a wiggle on. Has that sorted it? Have we caused more issue? Have we made the controller crunchy? We've got a crunchy controller now instead of a nice smooth one. got that Nordmend vibe in a light green. I think it's very similar. I have seen those. I've never had one here. Oh, hang on, look. There's an issue. I forgot to put the blimmin' thing in, am I? I expect you're all shouting at that at me, but there is a bit of a lag on the stream, so... Unless you push it right in the middle, I don't think it is going to make any contact with that copper. So I know people get very aggressive with these controllers and give them some stick, but you get frustrated. You want to go faster, and you're pushing that button hellish hard, and it don't make no difference. You off, Alan? Cheers, mate. Thanks for popping in. You never had a bike, Benji? What did you used to ride on? Sheep? Right, will it work now? Will it work now? Let's hope so. It had to be a break there somewhere, didn't it, for it to do that. So, here we go, fingers crossed. Sega. Ooh, I've got to make this my last bit. Oh, I've got that blimmin' stuff all over here. Look, that green stuff gets everywhere. Oh, horrible stuff. Ugh. Put that up out the way. I'm going to be late leaving here now, I think. I've got 2 advent calendars to do yet. I didn't realise what the time was. So it does come off with isopropyl until it's set. Right. It's on my thumb as well, yeah. I've got green fingers, literally. Of course it will. Of course, Brett, you were heavily into that, weren't you? Right. On. Let's get you up on the screen. On. Right, will he go left? Yes, he will. Right, I mean, left. Look up, down. Jump. I think there's something in one of those trees there as well. Ah. Ah, got invincibility, but I haven't got enough steam. Go around the loop, go around the loop. Goes like the clappers, doesn't it? Oh. There we go. Round one finished. Look at that. Right, let's just try these other games in. Let's try Sonic 2. Cheers, Rampton. Okay. There's a bit of muck that fell off there as well. Let's clean the slot, give that a squirt, let's try that again. Reset. No, that one's not working. Sonic 2 is not working, so we'll have to take that one apart. Let's try our football thingy, whatever it is. That works. Premier Manager. Yeah, that does work by the looks of it. Gremlin. One of the big houses. So why doesn't Sonic 2 work? Let's just give him a quick isopropyl off. Let's try that again. Oh, hang on, there it is. Sonic and Tails. Full house. Good enough. Right, there we go. There, it's a bit of fun. At least we fixed something. We had to fix both those controllers. This was not my first game. No, I've played many, many hours of Sonic. I was never really very good at it, to be fair, but yeah, it's not my first rodeo, that one. So let me get this off the bench then, and we'll get the advent calendars down, and then I have got to shoot. I have got to shoot. I am running pretty late now. Right, we've got the monster car, the monster truck. Number 19, where are you, number 19? Oh, 19's up here. What's this then? So we've got another bit of bodywork. That looks like a side piece by the looks of it. So I'm not going to do that now because I've run out of time, but I will do that tomorrow. So thank you very much for that, Rob. And finally the Weira advent calendar from Mrs. Cruncher. So can you see where number 19 is? Let's get my head out of the way just in case I'm in the way. Just trying to find it myself. Can I see it? I can see number 20. 22, 16, 14. No, I'm not seeing it. Oh, I can see it. I can see it. I can see it. Top left. No, it's not. Thanks, Johnny. Master System on Christmas Day, yeah. So it is actually, I don't think you can see it very well, but it's actually in his beard. It's difficult to see, it's just down here, look, underneath this ratchet. So let's have a look. And we have got another posi drive bit, posi drive number 1. So, have we already got a posi drive number 1, or is it those? No, that's posi drive number 2. So that's going to have to go in our handle, isn't it? So that's going to go in there with that one and that one. So we haven't got many more days to go. I will be able to start using this soon, really, won't I? Lock and load. There we are. Excellent. In the chin carpet, yeah. Right, well that's a little bit different, wasn't it? I have got to get that cleaned up. I really have got to clean all of that up. I've got to clean the actual console's pretty dirty as well. There's lots of scuff marks on it. There's lots of tape marks. It's been taped up at some stage. So, yeah, Rampton, they have come a long way, mate. And by the way, I've got Oh Dear on today with googly eyes, look. Ooh. That's what I'd be like if I drank all those beers. So that's it today, people. Sorry it's a bit rushed at the end, but I really do have to get going because I've got to get changed and put the chickens in, sort the dogs out, grab something quickly to eat, and then get my butt out of here. So I will see you tomorrow. I'm probably going to be about 7 o'clock tomorrow, so it'll be a later one tomorrow. Back to normal sort of time. Tuesday, Wednesday, probably the same. Yeah, probably the same, 7 o'clock Wednesday. Thursday could be midday. I don't know yet, but I'll let you know. And don't forget, if you are a Patreon or a channel member, there's already posts out there where you can enter to win this. And we'll do the draw for that on Saturday. Well, it's not a draw because whoever gets closest to how many are in here wins it. But you've got to be a Patreon or channel member. So if you want a chance to win that radio, which is here. So if you want a chance to win that Panasonic, you need to join my Patreons or my channel members, and then you get a chance to have a guess at it. So there we are. That's all for today. I'll find out something to do. I've got to put that cassette deck back. Not cassette deck. The RPC one. I've got to get that back together. So that might be tomorrow. So cheers all, have a good one, and I pushed the button a bit premature then, didn't I? I pushed the button a bit, I pushed the wrong button actually. I pushed the wrong button, so apologies for that. a brief pause in the presentation. So let's try that again. Catch you all soon. See you tomorrow. Bye for now.